to fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is The Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. This piece I picked up from somebody called Peter Sweden on Twitter, and it's from the voiceofeurope.com, and I'll put a link to it on my website as usual. This piece is not on Britain, which the UK Prime Minister told Donald Trump to butt out on. No, this story is on another country deep in Europe. The clue was in the name that I quoted earlier. Yes, it's Sweden. Another massive invasion experiment gone wrong. What do these countries all have in common? They all have draconian hate speech laws. Anti-free speech laws. Designed to protect a minority of their population who are threatening to overwhelm the majority. Strange that. I saw on TV the other day a professor of law talking about ISIS and how dangerous they are to our societies in the West. I also think phobias are equally dangerous to the West, as are liberals. Here's the piece from the Voice of Europe. Sweden is in deep trouble. The country has a rape crisis, a shooting crisis, and now there's a bombing crisis. A lot has to do with the country's migration policy and political correctness. Sweden is avoiding its awful truth and certainly not fighting against it. But now something even worse is happening. The police are losing control over the country because they are under attack and don't feel safe anymore. Earlier this year, the police issued a cry for help, and last month an officer admitted fear has gripped the force. On October 18, there was a bomb attack at the police station in Helensburgh, and later a rain of bullets hit a police officer's family home. In November, there was another serious attack on the police. A hand grenade was thrown at the police station in Uppsala on Monday. But police officers have received a lot of threats as well. A police officer said she had her life threatened by a suspect who published her private information and photos of herself and her spouse and her infant son on the internet. Nothing could be done to remedy the situation, and she was forced to move. Earlier we asked a Swedish journalist, Peter Imlason, about the situation in the country, and he said, and this is a quote, "In my opinion, the obvious solution to stop this epidemic for the Swedish government is to deploy the military into no-go zones and clear them of these migrant criminal gangs." Unquote. Could it happen here? Is it already? Your thoughts? You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab and email. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio. And please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.